Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Humanity Coach Stephanie here. Cardio and Core, it is on today. I'm very excited about this. Today has been a full day of filming for me, which is so fun because I get to see everybody here. I love that you're doing cardio and core, Jess. That's awesome. And yoga. I see you all the time. It's fantastic. So today, here's what you'll need so that as I'm you might be able to hear me as I'm explaining, and you can go grab the things you need. So I tried to create a workout today where you needed one piece of equipment, either a kettlebell or a dumbbell, something that you could deadlift and do some overhead work with. As I was kind of warming up and things, I was like, I might want a lighter weight as well. So I have a 35-pound kettlebell for the deadlift portion of this, and then I have a 20-pound dumbbell for the overhead core portion of this as well. So you're totally, she's chewing, Jessie. She likes chewing our blinds. No. So you can feel free to grab what you need here as I explain the workout. If you have any questions about what weight you should use, feel free to drop it in the chat and I'll give you some suggestions. So let's talk about what this workout is. I'm really excited about this one. So 30 minutes total. Hi, Claudia. Yes, cool. 30 minutes total. So 10 rounds every 3 minutes. What I'm hoping is that you finish each round with some room to rest. And if over the course of the 10 rounds, you start to lose some of that rest time, we can adjust the reps here to allow you to have rest because I want the rest kind of built into that. So 10 rounds every 3 minutes, 30 lateral hops or double unders. So I'm inside today, so I'm not going to be jumping. I'm going to be doing the lateral hops, and we'll go through all these in just a second. 15 sumo squats, 10 plank ups, that's total, not each side. And then 5 Turkish get up sit-ups. That is each side. Okay, so you're going to do 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Okay? And then we'll talk about the core when we get there. So 10 rounds every 3 minutes. So lateral hops, here's what we're looking for. Okay, or double unders if you're going with the jump rope today. So I'm going to choose a spot. I'm going to use this mat as my line. I'm going to choose a spot, and I'm just going to jump side to side, hopping to either side of the line. Total 30, not 50, 30 each side. It's a total of 30, okay? Or about 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds of jumping. For the sumo squat, okay? So here's where I have my kettlebell. You can also use a dumbbell and set the dumbbell heads up. Okay, so I'm going to take a wide stance with my feet. Okay, I don't want your toes turned out too far. They don't need to necessarily be straight on. Just a slight turn out, something that feels kind of comfortable for your like a regular squat. You're going to show me a good back position. We're going to squeeze the core. You're going to keep the chest up. We'll reach down, and just like we would a normal squat, you're going to drive through the heels to stand. Okay, so squat and stand. Okay, so that's your sumo squat. For the plank ups, starts on the forearms, you go up to the top of a push-up, and then you come back to the forearms. Now, the tricky part here is making sure that you alternate which forearm comes down first and which palm comes down first, so you're not doing the same side over and over again, okay? So you're going to start, you can start on the forearms here, okay? And then I'm going to go right, back down, and then I'm going to go left, and then back down, and then I'm going to keep going. Good. So every time you switch sides, that's 1 rep, okay? Now, there's probably going to be a point in here where your arms start to get a little tired, and that's okay. For that, I'll recommend dropping down to your knees and still, getting the motion and the core stability, but just dialing down the intensity a little bit, okay? And then, fun movement, Turkish get up, sit up, okay? So here's where I have my slightly lighter weight, okay? Now you can use for the sumo deadlift, you can use a backpack, you can use a bucket, you can use anything that you can grab with both hands and stand up, okay? For the get up, sit up, okay? You're gonna grab the dumbbell, we're gonna lay all the way back, okay? Now I'm gonna put my right foot on the floor because the dumbbell's in my right hand. I'm gonna straighten my arm and send my left arm out to the side. Now just like a regular Turkish get up, I'm going to press on this right foot, and I'm just going to push the dumbbell up, come onto the left palm, and then come back down to the back. I'm going to push the dumbbell all the way up, and then come back down, okay? So I want 5 on the right, 5 on the left. And so like I said, we should have a little bit of rest at the end of each of these little rounds before we go into the next. But make an adjustment if you need to, if you're not getting the rest that you need, so that you can hold on for 10 rounds, okay? All right, and then let's look at this core piece real quick. Super simple, 6-minute EMOM, alternating between 15-second side plank on the forearms with 5 reaches, and then you're gonna flip to the other side within that same minute. Do the same thing, side plank on the forearm, and then you're gonna reach up and down, and we'll go over that when we get there a little bit later. Minute 2, 10 to 15 hollow rocks, okay? So you can save this, do it later. You can do it with me at the end, either one, but it's gonna get pretty spicy, which is fun. All right, warm up, okay, 5-minute AMRAP. We'll do a little bit of mobility for our shoulders for that get up, sit up, and then the mobility we need for the sumo squats is gonna kind of happen in this warm up. So 5-minute AMRAP really just means moving. 25 butt kickers, it's exactly what it sounds like. Stand in place, kick your butt, okay? So that's 25 total. 10 alternating Cossack squats. So we're gonna take an even wider stance than our sumo, okay? And I would recommend to start and put your fingertips down, and we're gonna bend one knee and shift your hips to one side, and then you'll go to the other side. And then eventually, if you feel like it's appropriate, you can think about kind of more of a half squat position, where as you sit to one side, you know, that side looks like you're in a squat, okay? So 10 total. Alternating bird dog, okay? What we're looking for today, because we got shoulder taps, I want you to be on the knees for this one. So your options are either to stay hands and knees and go out like this, okay? Or if you wanna spice it up a little bit, tuck the toes, knees come off the floor a little bit, and then it's more of a hand and foot lift rather than a full extension. I'm gonna leave that up to you depending on kind of how you feel. We're just gonna move through the warm up in a way that feels good. And last movement, shoulder taps. Gotta love these. Same, right? Trying not to move the hips, not to let them swivel too much, okay? So I'm gonna give you a minute or so, just kind of like get situated. We're gonna hit the warm up. We'll do a little bit of mobility. We'll get set up for the workout. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. But before we do that, I gotta get fully ready. Gotta make sure, there we go, that I don't become a sweaty mess in the house. Cool. All right, and like I said, if you guys have any questions, I'll be checking the chat throughout the whole thing, so I'll be here to answer them for you. Okay, I think we should get this 5-minute warm-up started. Let's do it. All right, so clock is down here. I think everybody can see it. There'll be a 10-second countdown. We're gonna start with 25 butt kickers. Going? Good, yeah. 3, 2, 1, and go. And so I just want good movement throughout this 5 minutes. And for these Cossack squats, again, remember, try to go pretty wide with them. We got to stretch it out first. So as you shift your hips to one side, I want you to focus on the stretch on the inner thigh. Come through center and go again. You have 10 total, but think about the flexibility of this first. You'll get the legs going later. Just want to make sure we can get into good position. Okay, bird dog. So it's this toned down version of bird dog, but no matter what position you're in, I want you to keep that core tight so that we're still getting everything warm and active. That didn't count. No. Did it again. Yeah, I'll count that as 25. All right, so you guys are coming up on 3 minutes. Okay? Okay. Now, when you get to the bird dog, this is kind of our warm up for the plank up. So I really want you to think about kind of drilling your hands into the floor. That's going to help turn on the lats. Yeah, Russ ain't making this any easier. He's going to be talking to you. It'll help turn on those lats to give you some more control when you're in this position, especially a position where you're moving. So think about that bird dog as a way to kind of warm up for what's to come. And same thing on the shoulder taps. We're getting everything warm so that when we put that dumbbell or weight overhead, things feel really solid and stable as we sit up. Okay, less than 2 minutes. Slosh your belly. Okay, about 90 seconds to go. The goal is to get that heart rate up. So, move with a little bit faster pace for this last minute 15.
Final 60 seconds.
See, he's going to be talking to you. This app is cool. It's got voice from former games athletes. So Annie Sakamoto, if you guys know who she is, she's going to be talking to you as you guys are doing Tabata. It's kind of fun. Okay. 45 seconds. And 23 seconds. Keep moving. 15 seconds. Keep going.
10 seconds.
Yeah, there you go. 5, 3, 2, 1, and
time.
rest.
Great effort.
Great effort on your warm-up, everybody. All right, so I'm going to switch this to the Tabata style. Okay, so if you guys have questions about the weight, jump into the chat. If not, we're going to warm up each movement specifically one more time before we go into the workout. So lateral hops, let's do 20 total. If your double unders are here, again, 20. Okay, so remember, for the lateral hops, you're trying to find a spot on the floor and jump side to side. Good, good. All right, for the sumo, let's grab our sumo deadlift weight. Okay, let's get wide with our stance. Find that good kind of middle ground foot position, not too forward, not too turned out. Okay. We want those knees to track in line with the toes. Okay. Good back position like we would normally do in a deadlift. Squeeze those abs. Bend down, grab the weight, drive through the heels, and stand. Okay, let's do 5. And 5. Good. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Oh, right, plank ups. Okay. You said you can do these on the knees, okay? So I'd like you to do 4 total. So starting on the forearms, go like right palm down and then right forearm down and then switch. So 2 on each side. If you're doing the knee version, what I want you to think about is keeping your butt down, okay? So that the thing that's really stable is the core, and what the knees are doing is just taking a little bit of weight off of the entire movement, okay? Cool. All right, well, let's talk Turkish get up, sit up. Okay, so grab the weight you're going to use. It should be a weight that you can lock out and press into position without too much trouble. Okay, let's do 2 on each side. Okay, so if I've got the dumbbell or weight in my right hand, right foot's down, left leg is straight. You're going to press that dumbbell fast up into the ceiling, and then come back down onto your back. Push up and come back down. And let's go other side. Okay, get that dumbbell overhead, right arm out to the side, push into your left foot and sit all the way up. Come back down and sit up and back down. Okay, I think we may be ready. So if nobody has any questions, and if you're watching at home, we went over all these things so that you could watch and see if anybody else had any questions that might be relevant. But I think we are ready. So about 30 seconds, get situated, get any water you need, and then clock's gonna start. All right. Yes, great question. So 3 minutes to go through the list, and then whatever you have left in that 3 minutes, you get to rest. Okay. So the goal was to have built-in rest into this workout so that we can keep the intensity of the workout a little bit higher than if we were to just slam it all the way through the 30 minutes. And then I would say if you were using 2 different weights, obviously heavier for the sumo deadlift and lighter for the get up, sit up. So that would, yeah, cool. Cool, Claudia. All right, I think we're ready. This is gonna be fun. And if you need a break, just take a break. And if you need to punch it, just go for it. All right, let's do it. Okay, I got my thing, I got my weights. All right, so like before, 10-second countdown. And then it's 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. 10 seconds to prepare. 5, 3,
2,
1, go. Everybody hops. Okay. 15 sumos. Drive through those heels, squeeze your butt at the top. Keep good back position. Keep sitting into those heels. 14 and 15. Keep those hips really quiet if you can on the plank ups. You can also rest halfway. Like right there, I did 6. I see that I got a little bit of time. I'm going to take a breather. Keep the quality of movement high. And get back to it. 4. All right, get up, sit up. Really lock out that arm on the get up, sit up. Whew. Whew. All right. Let's see, good. About 55 seconds of rest. Now that is going to slowly be chipped away. So you're not always going to have big rests, but the first couple rounds, you know, that's a good thing. So now we know. So we do have a little bit of wiggle room, but so keep that quality movement high, and then pace is dependent upon that. And if you need to cut down any reps, probably a place that you'd find the easiest to cut those reps is from those plank ups. Okay? So goal is to just crush it, keep moving. All right, 10 seconds. Going back to the top, 30 jumps, doubles or lateral hops. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dig it in. Before you pick up that weight, get that really good back position. So roll the shoulders down the back, pull the ribs down, and then squat to stand. Keep good posture. Keeping your legs really active on the plank ups will help. I'm like breaking this up. And on the sit-up, think about rolling onto the opposite forearm and using that momentum to help get you all the way up onto the opposite hand and then back down. Oh, see, now we have 35 seconds, right? Right? See, as we're doing all this work, little lady's getting a little nap. 23 seconds. Whew. We have 10 rounds of this, remember. So pace yourself. 10 seconds. 5, here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. So the cool thing about the sumo, and remember, set that back, is that it's a little bit of a hybrid between a hinge and a squat. So I do want you to sit your hips back. I want you to feel those hammies. Drive through the heels and squeeze your butt. Let's get some glutes in there too. Oh no, I lost count. Let's do this. 14 and 15. That is the one thing that happens often when we're coaching, or at least when I'm coaching, because I lose count of my reps all the time. Okay? So I'm going to do this next set on my knees of plank ups. Probably go back to regular in a sec, or in the next round or two. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Ooh, 42 seconds. Okay, well, that's because I got on my knees. Okay, all right. So we're just going to make adjustments. Again, it doesn't get any better than that. It's fun little things to see throughout. All right. 20 seconds. So it's coming up on round 4, I believe. We're going to, yeah, we're getting into round 4 next. Yeah. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're in 3 right now. Cool. 4. Yeah. And tall jumps here, even if you're lateral hopping, it's just a good opportunity to practice position for double unders. So think about pushing tall, relaxing those shoulders, loose wrists. Okay. Pull the shoulders back and down. Pin those ribs together. Squat and straighten. And 15. Okay. Do a couple here. 6. Whew. Ooh, get that good core. Whew. Oh no, 23 seconds. No. Big breaths wherever, whatever rest amount you get. Just utilize a lot of big breaths here. All right, 5, 3, 2, 1, begin. think I like the sumo deadlifts the best. We do a lot of sitting right now just because we're forced to. And so really keeping those hips loose, keeping the flexibility, very even on the front, like hip flexor quad area, as well as the back, like hamstrings, calves, lower back. We'll make sure that everything feels good, even though we are home. All right. And who said you can't get sweaty at home? You really can. You really can. All right, so I'm going back down to my knees on this one, mostly because this is my second workout of the day. First one was CrossFit, wall sits and hollow, strict press, front squat, all the good stuff. Get up, sit up. Surprisingly, it's really challenging. At the very last few, we're like, man, you really have to push for it. It's probably because it's after the plank ups. Whew. 28 seconds. Oh my goodness. See, I kind of figured this would. All right, so we have 15 seconds to go. That was round 5. So we have crossed the halfway threshold. And in about 8 seconds, we are on the downhill to round number 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Begin.
And squeeze your hips at the top. Keep that back really tight. So proud chest all the way through. Let's go again. Try to get that. When you're moving your hands on the plank ups, try to take your palm and replace it right underneath where your elbow is to push up and then come back down. And what that will do is it'll give you a really nice solid push to be able to push it out of it. Okay? So push, turn it back down, and then replace and push. Okay? You can always drop these get up, sit up, down to about 3 reps each. If you're starting to feel like your core is getting a little tired. 30 seconds. If you're starting to get tired and those Turkish get-ups are getting a little too spicy for you, I would recommend either doing it without the weight, because it's a nice kind of like, there's a little bit of oblique there. Or you could like swap that out for say like 15 sit-ups or tuck-ups or something like that. We would take the shoulder out of it, and that's okay. All right, round 6. 4 more to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Begin.
Almost forgot. Yeah. And squeeze those ribs. Core is always tight, no matter when or what you're lifting. You always gotta keep it tight. Imagining, say, like I'm gonna come and give you a little sucker punch in the belly. You do not want to get the wind knocked out of you. Yeah, so keep your core tight. Pull your ribs and belly button in. Okay. Woo, getting tired. Woo. Ooh, 15 seconds. All right, we're getting there. Getting there, chipping away. All right. 3, 2, 1,
Begin.
go. There. Nine, 10, 14, and 15. Okay. So again, on these plank ups, right? Even if you're getting tired, you can drop down to your knees and then really try to drive out of the forearm position into the plank by getting a good solid hand position as you transition. Trying to just replace elbows with hands each time, and vice versa. Okay, then on the sit-up, as you sit up out of it, try to sit up and pull that arm back by the ear a little bit so we get like full extension, really good overhead position before you roll back down, and then bring the arm just with the weight stacked over the shoulder. So you're going to press, open up, and then come back down. Okay? You guys have about a minute. Keep going. Don't forget to push into the posted foot when you're doing these sit-ups. 50 seconds. And one more time for the crowd. Because it's so cute. I don't know. I just love it. All right, 28 seconds. My cat is going to make a bunch of appearances today. All right, 20 seconds. And then after this round you're in right now, we have 2 more. So we're coming up on round 9 of 10. Super exciting. All right. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Begin.
Ribs in. And 15. Okay. Whew. Ooh. All right, 20 seconds, and then final round. You guys are crushing it. Ooh, and then we got a 6-minute piece here that we're just gonna get through. Whew. All right, last round. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Begin.
Last round, best round. Let's keep it moving. All right, we're going to take it all the way through to the end of the minute. So if you need all the time, you've got all the time. And 25 seconds. Whew, arms. Keep really driving through that dumbbell if you're at the end here. All right, 10 seconds. All the way to the end if you need it. 5, 3, 2, 1.
And time. Resting. Great effort.
Great effort, everybody. That was really good. I think what I'm happy with on the workout is that we got a little bit of everything. There's a lot. There's some pressing and definitely core, stability and definitely core. We got the hops in there and double under practice if you needed it. And the sumo squats, well, I mean, squatting is always fantastic. So, yeah, that was pretty. I like that. That was pretty good. Okay, who's ready for some more core? Because right, we already got our core, but let's do more. Okay, 6-minute alternating EMOM. Okay. 15 seconds side forearm plank with 5 reaches. Okay, so what is a reach? Our reach today, so side forearm plank, you probably know. Just like I was cueing you on the plank ups, I want you to set your elbow in line with your shoulder in line with elbow, like stacked, okay? So that we're getting a really solid position where you feel the weight in like the back of the arm, like you would be a squat, but you do have some weight in the middle so that we're kind of backloaded. So we can lift a hand, but it's not all on the elbow, okay? So this is our side forearm plank. You're lifting your hips, other arm goes up, you drop the chest down, and then come back up. That's your reach, okay? So when time starts, you'll start any side you like. On the forearm, I'll call out 15 seconds. You'll do 5 reaches. We'll roll to the other side, 15 seconds, 5 reaches. Whatever you have left in the minute, we rest. And then second minute, 10 to 15 hollow rocks. Okay? In the hollow rock today, I want you to be as long and extended as possible. If at some point this breaks down and your lower back isn't able to stay flat on the floor, then I would recommend first continuing to rock but bending the knees, okay? So a hollow, see if I can do it where you can see, is a hollow looks like this. Upper back is kind of rounded, looking at the toes, our butt squeezed, our feet are lifted. If you find that becomes too challenging, we lift our knees. And then if that is also challenging and you want something a little different, we'll just hold the position for, we'll say 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, depending on how you feel. Okay, so I'm gonna put the clock on. You guys take just a moment or two to recover, and then we are going to finish up with this little EMOM, and then we'll do a couple stretches. You guys are done. Okay, so the AMRAP work is 1 minute, not 3 minutes of work. That would be silly. 6 rounds. Okay. Now I'll be cueing you guys through this as we go. I may demo a little bit. I'm not necessarily going to do this full thing with you because I got some of this work this morning during the CrossFit class. So I'm good today, but I'll be here with you. All right, so 10-second countdown, just like before. Okay. Starting with the side plank, doesn't matter to me which side you start on. You can always put that bottom knee down for a little less too. Here we go, 3,
2, 1,
go. All right, so forearm plank, 15 seconds, whatever side you're on. Squeeze the legs together, lift the hips up. Then if you need a little less, again, this is our forearm plank. You can either bring foot in front or bottom knee down, okay? All right, reaches going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the other side. 15 seconds starts now, okay? So I'll give you about 30 seconds for each side total before you have to rotate. Okay. Coming up on reaches now. Here we go, reaching down, turn the torso to the floor, and then open the chest back up. We've got 5, and it's gonna roll right into the hollows. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 to 15 rocks, okay? So either your knees are bent or your legs are straight, then you're rocking forward and back 10 to 15 times. You can always break it up, rest, and then go back to it. We have a full minute here. I'm hoping that we get a long rest before we roll into the next round. So keep moving. Take rest when you need. Good. Good, we still have like 25 more seconds. Good. All right, now if you're all done with the hollows, try to like, when you're really full and you're like, oh, I got a food baby. Why don't you kind of let that happen? Okay, nobody's here, nobody can see. Just like let your belly. So we can get a little bit of rest because now, back to the forearms, 3, 2, 1, go. Forearm side plank, either side you want to start with or any side you want to start with. 15-second hold, 5 reach. Got 5 more seconds here. And reaches, go for it. So up, turn that top shoulder down so that the whole rib cage points to the floor, if you can. Sometimes it's not always possible to get it all the way down. And switch sides. Whichever side you're on, right or left. Now we're holding. Squeeze those legs together. Squeeze your butt. Lift the bottom hip up to support the right hip or the top hip. And let's go. Reaches begin. I feel like Vanna White here a little bit, just like, yeah. Okay. And right into the hollow in 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. If you're full hollow, really extend. If you're in the tuck, I want you to focus more attention on driving your belly button down to the floor as you rock and hold this kind of hollowed out belly position. Okay, so this is what that upper back should look like. You're looking at the toes, belly's pushing at the floor. Okay? And then when you have the rest, just take full rest, let the belly 30 seconds. And then we just have one more round. Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do have one more round. Mm-hmm. All right, 10 seconds. I got tripped up on the round. Okay. Here we go. Back to the side plank in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, if you set that elbow right under the shoulder and you've got weight between the middle of the forearm to the elbow, push down and then lift those hips up. You're going to really feel those obliques just get real tight and active. Okay. Reaches, go. Up and down. Open and close. Got 5 seconds, then we're going to transition sides. And transition. What, Jesse? What? Good. you got 5 seconds, then we reach. And reaches, go. Up and down. Turn that torso all the way down if you can. 5, 3, 2, 1. Last set of hollow rocks, go. Okay? 10 to 15. Last round, best round. Good. Yes, what is it? What? You just wake up from your nap. Lucky you. Okay, we have 40 more seconds, so if you need some more time, you totally have it. Okay? And 30 seconds. Oh, there you are. Yeah, perfect. Just so everybody can see. 10 or 20 seconds. Now, if you're not working anymore, try again. We got like 15 more seconds. Just let that belly open up. Oh, that's soften. We always are so tense here. Okay, 5. He's going to say great effort again. Watch for it.
And time. Resting. Great effort.
Okay, let's do a couple stretches and then we're done. You guys are set for today. All right, let's stretch out from those sumos. Take a seat. Cross your shins. Now, let's see, last week's yoga practice, all 5 days, they were focused on hip hinging and hamstrings, which is a really nice complement to this. So if you want to stretch for a little longer, go back, pick any day that says part 1 through 5, and you should find some nice stretches for what we did today. All right, so cross, inhale, arms up. And exhale, let's fold and just let everything fall towards the floor. Let that neck drop. Head just reaches to the floor. Just breathe here. All right, go ahead and come on up. Plant those feet flat on the floor. Bring the hands behind you. You're going to open the chest, straighten the arms, and go ahead and lift the hips. And then from here, if you have a little bit more space, go ahead and draw those hips forward slightly. You're going to intensify the stretch. We're looking for biceps and chest here. Okay. And bring yourself back down. Let's shake it out. And we're going to do that one more time. Hands behind you. This is for both the plank ups and the Turkish get up. You know, a lot of pressing. So we got chest work here today. We got to open the chest back up. So again, squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten the arm, lift the hips, bring the hips forward. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Back down. All right. And then last one, because it's awesome. We're going to come onto the shins, toes together, knees apart. Child's pose, side stretch. You're going to walk the hands out in front. Let's walk them over to the left. Yeah, I've been doing this all day. It feels fantastic. Grab the right wrist, drop the chest down. And as you drop the chest down, you're going to take your right butt cheek and scoot, like reach it back as far as you can. So this whole right side gets really long. Yeah. All right, bring yourself through center. Walk the hands over to the other side. Okay. And then the left palm is down, grab the wrist. Press your left hip back, back, back. Chest drops. Good. Go ahead and walk the hands back through center. All right. You did it. Woo! We're all done. Nice job, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Those that were live and those of you later on. Had a really fun time with these movements today. Looking forward to being back with you guys on Thursday. the workouts should be posted already, at least on the YouTube. They'll be posted in Wodify. I think I set it for 6 p.m. the night before. So if you want to check out the workouts, bye. Oh yeah, bye Claudia, bye Jess. If you want to check out the workouts ahead of time, all of the classes should be scheduled now in YouTube, so you should be able to see the workouts that are coming up. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy everything, and I will see you guys soon. All right, thanks. Oh, Pepe, is it Pepe? Yeah, this is the napping time from like 11 to 5. She's like totally out. She's like, I'm gone. See ya. So yeah, awesome. All right, guys, I will see you Thursday. Have a good day.